Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We have a special guest here from New Vintage USA. This is Mark, and he is the CEO and founder of NVU, and they make awesome gauge kits for the square body, and he's gonna let us know all about them.
Well, thanks for having me. Our square body kits, we were the first ones to introduce them back in around 2011, 2010, and we've been making these a really long time. What sets our kits apart from what other things are out there is we have, depending on what's going on and what time of year, we've got anywhere from 10 to 14 different styles that you can choose from. We really want to have something that's going to really fit the theme of the build. So what that means is we have different styles, something that are more retro or more modern, so that you can pick something that you can create your own custom dash. So you're the custom dash builder at home or in the shop, where you can choose the style, you can put the gauges in any position you want, and then you can actually decide how it's going to look and how it's going to function. And the way we do that is we start with our mounting system. This is our in-house built mounting system that enables the installation of our gauges so they can be installed in any position, anywhere you like. It's fully adjustable. These old trucks, that dash cap's all warped. You might have an aftermarket one that doesn't quite fit right. Well, this top attaches to the dash cap. That's never in the same place, so this all adjusts in and out. All these gauges can move in and out, side to side. All these things are adjustable so you can get the exact fit you want every time.
Wow, okay, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, definitely with how old these trucks are getting, nothing really fits perfect, so it's awesome that you have that little bit of adjustability. Now, as far as if one of our customers goes ahead and orders one of these gauge kits, is it going to show up like this, or is it going to show up like that?
The way it works is there's so many configurations on the dashes, so we're going to reuse your bezel, or you can order a new one from cjponyparts. They'll have all those in stock. They manufactured these in aluminum, black. I think there was even a wood grain one.
Yep.
So you can choose that one or use the one you already have, and then the gauge kit will come with the bracket and the gauges, and then you can place them wherever you want. And then we'll also, the temp sender, the pressure sender, the fuel gauge will work off your stock tank. That's 0 to 90 on those trucks. It's also electronically dampened, so you won't get that wiggle that you're probably used to seeing. And in the event that you have a dual tank or a different fuel range in there, all of our fuel gauges are programmable. You can set them to whatever you want on site, and that makes it really easy to install. The other thing that makes it really good is the wiring. So I'll show you that right here. In the old days, you'd have to do power, ground, light, signal, power, ground, light, signal. You have to do that in all the gauges, create a harness, tie it all together. Another way places do it is there'll be a module or a box that you wire up to, plug these into the module, all that. We don't do any of that. What we've done is we've incorporated everything into one set. The speedometer, tachometer are the driver gauges. So those are wired up by color. You've got 2 pigtails that are included in the kit. Wire them up. Red is power, black is ground, white is lights, etc. Then you just plug in the minor gauges into their appropriate ports and you're done. So this will reduce your wiring time on a traditional gauge kit by 75%. And then when you're done, this is all that's left. Everything's nice and clean. If you ever need to pull this out for any reason, you're redoing the dash, all you need to do is unplug the 2 plugs and you can pull the whole thing out real easy. Makes it real simple.
Well, as far as the installation is going to go, it seems pretty easy. I mean, almost anybody should be able to do this with how easy you guys have it set up. And you also have a really good instruction book too that is really going to help everybody out. Now, as far as your gauges go, I mean, what kind of features do they have?
Not only do we want them to look cool, we want to try and make them as easy to install as possible, but we also want to pack them with some technology behind the scenes. This product platform is called our Phoenix Direct Drive platform. This is the same platform that we use on aftermarket, military, OE. It's the same package that we use on everything. So you're getting the same parts that we sell to our DoD customers. And what we've incorporated into there is, we went with these small OLED screens. And what that does is that enables us to show a lot of information in a small package. That way we're not interrupting the graphics on the gauge to make sure it looks cool. So we've got things like sequential shift alert, settable odometer, so you can set it to the mileage, whatever you want on your vehicle, so you don't have to check that box on your title. We've got speed alerts, all the built-in indicators. Another good thing that we have that you don't have to do with any modules or boxes is we have up to 3 auxiliary inputs, so you can display up to 3 extra gauges on these screens, or you can display up to 3 extra icons. So let's say you want to install, you're going to tow with your truck. You're going to tow your rig up to the mountain to go hunting or whatever. You want to have a trans temp. So what we'll do is all you need is the extra sender. You're going to install that in your trans. You're going to go into the setup. You're going to wire up to the appropriate wire. You're going to go into the setup menu and you'll be able to display your trans temp on the screen without buying another gauge, without buying another box or a module. Very, very simple. And that's kind of how we've set this all up. We want it to be as much function as possible with the least amount of hassle as possible. So I think that we've done a really good job with getting customer feedback and getting what people really want in their package.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, these gauges are absolutely awesome. And the best part about them is they're actually made in the US.
Yes, we do everything in-house. We're in Detroit. The only thing we don't do is stamping and injection molding in our factory. But we do all the board design, we do all the screen printing. We're the only gauge manufacturer in the United States that I'm aware of that designs and screen prints all their dials in-house. We CNC cut them all in-house. We make all the brackets in-house, do all the calibration and final testing and QCing in-house. So what we've done is we've especially learned this over the past few years is we try and keep everything we possibly can internal. That way we don't run into any supply issues or any quality issues. We can handle it all ourselves.
Nice. Well, as you guys heard it from the man himself, if you want a good looking gauge kit, but one that's actually going to function just as good as it looks, then head over to cjponyparts.com today and pick up your NVU gauge kit.